welcome back to my channel. I feel like I've been saying this for like the last couple of videos anyways. I know I haven't been posting, but here's a video. And then I can only hope, well, not even hope, but I'm going to be trying to uploading more consistently this for the rest of this year at least. So we'll see how close I can keep my promises. Yeah. It's raining, so if you hear like thunder and lightning, well, you can't really hear lightning, but that's why. But today's video is going to be something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. So if you're like an avid subscriber, you probably know a little bit over a year ago when I was still in school, I was in a relationship. It was like my second like actual real serious one, and ended up ending the relationship on my own like literally this time around last year, June of 2021. And I like set it upon myself because, you know, it was close to me graduating from college and like a bunch of other things, so I kind of took it upon myself to kind of just go on a journey and learn more about myself and like take on celibacy and like learning about me being single, because I feel like, because I was 21 at the time, and I feel like before that, like maybe like 18, because 18 is when I got my first serious relationship with someone else, and I feel like I never really had time to, as a grown-up woman, to actually learn about myself and see what do I actually want from people before I put myself in these predicaments. So that's kind of like the kind of thing that I've been on since I ended that relationship last year, and it has been officially over a year now because we're about to be in July, literally 2 days from now. So I wanted to do a video on 10 things that I learned from being single for a year and from being celibate for a year. These are all going to be the 10 same reasons, not reasons, but like things that I've learned to help you in case that you need help in the future, or like things that you want to figure out for yourself. Like maybe I might hear these things and be like, I don't know what that particular thing would be for myself. Hopefully this helps someone. So first on my list of things that I learned about myself in my year of being single and celibate is these men do not deserve to touch you. Literally, they do not. Like, if you're not investing into me, and when I say me, this can also apply to you as a woman, or like, yeah, like they don't have a right, or like especially men who feel like entitled, like they bought a drink for you, so now you gotta sleep with me. No, shit does not go like that. It does not work like that, okay? They don't deserve the right to touch you unless they earned it. That is literally the first thing I feel like a lot of women don't really get drilled into them. That is like, okay, he feels entitled, maybe I am supposed to be giving him something because he did this and that for me. But yeah, what about it? That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't make someone entitled to your body. Keyword, your body. So these men do not deserve to touch you unless they actually earn that right to, and make sure they are going through hell and back to be able to do it. Okay, second on my list of what I've learned since being single and celibate for the last year is the bare minimum becomes very transparent and clear in some of these men. Like it's like beyond the bare minimum, baby. It's 6 feet under. It's beneath the ground. It's giving we're in the depths of hell. So these men, like, leave the Netflix and chill at home. If you're starting to talk to me and then I hear you want to chill, can I come back to your crib? No, you're blocked. You're done. You're done. So I remember I had like this grown ass man, literally like almost 30 years old. He asked to chill, and I'm like, why can't you set up a date? And he like, LOL. That's all he said. I said, LOL, you're blocked. Because why would you? That shows to me that you think of me lowly. You think of me disrespectfully. And it's like, when you take sex off of the table, you realize how much little effort some of these men are trying to put into you. And I feel like whenever you're able to push sex back off the table into whatever your boundaries that you're comfortable with are. It can be like, for instance, mine, we have to be in a very like committed relationship for me to ever want to, you know, expose myself to someone like that. Or I know some other people are, they don't want to do it until they're married, and once you push off that table and you know what your boundaries are, and like, you know means no, like literally I will cut you off if you really think you're gonna try to get something out of me prematurely type of thing. You really see how low life some of these people are. And even like I have instances where guys like literally spoil me within the first couple of days, like shopping sprees, flowers, gifts, all these things. But then if you let sex cloud your judgment, if you have sex with them early and you let it cloud your judgment, when that shit starts falling off, then it's like, because you gave that up, now it's like bare minimum was behind that mask overall. And it's like, you just gotta be careful. Third thing on my list is that energy that you could have been using pouring into someone else, you can pour back into yourself, and something that will help build a better you. So like for me, that was my fitness journey. I don't know if you realize, but my fitness journey, I kind of started like after a little bit after my 21st birthday in April last year. So I was still in that relationship, but I was kind of already like, okay, I'm about to plan my exit strategy type thing. So that's when my exercise thing started. And I feel like when I became celibate after I ended the relationship, it kind of fueled me even more to like, just, I'm gonna spend a lot of time in the gym and I'm gonna be working. And then, you know, I had graduation and everything coming up too, but I felt like that energy was able to be redirected into something that has helped me to become better and helped me to improve my overall health and like just become a better me. So like I feel like having that energy be redirected into something else for the better, for something more positive, is so much better than pouring it into someone that, you know, is just not for you. Next thing on my list is you're able to heal, I think, better, honestly, when you were single and when you were in a more vulnerable state and more invested into yourself, as opposed to being in a like vulnerable state and being invested into someone else. Because I feel like now you're investing all your energy into someone else when you need to work on yourself and you need to work what is going on within. And so like for me, for example, I started therapy after I graduated college in August of last year, and it has helped me so much tremendously. I feel like with my past relationships, I had a lot of trauma, not from those relationships per se, but from like childhood trauma, just external like factors within my environment growing up type of thing. And like being able to go to therapy has helped me to, I wouldn't say fully heal, but to heal more of those scars. And especially because I was by myself and it was just me, instead of being in a committed relationship with someone who might also be an energy sucker, you know what I'm saying? And now, instead of focusing on healing myself, instead of focusing on growing and being able to work through all these emotions that are brewing up inside me that might even show up in these relationships, it would not have worked that way. So I would say when you're single, when you're like in that season of singleness and you're really serious about getting better, even from within, you have to do it alone. So I feel like being in your single season release, but at least more room for like building closer relationships with the people that are around you. So that could be family, friends, etc. Being able to strengthen those bonds, I feel like, are so important, because it's like, it's your support system, it's your inner circle of partners you end up having in the future. Like those people are the people that are supposed to be there with you for life. And being able to pour into those relationships and being able to become a better sister, become a better friend, become a better daughter, whatever it is so much more important than like abandoning them because you found someone, you know what I'm saying? So definitely being able to pour into those relationships more, because you never know. Another thing that I think might cause some controversy, but I feel like because I'm a Black woman, I'm going to speak to us. I feel like we don't get taught to date casually and to date multiple people until you're actually in a committed relationship. And if you don't see that relationship to be fit anymore, get them out. You know, like I feel like Black women are taught a lot to just like to stay stuck or to be this ride or die until the end of time, riding off in the sunset type stuff. And it's like, I don't think that's the way to go. And I feel like if that's how you want to date, by all means, go ahead. But for me specifically, I feel like dating casually is like a really good way, especially when you enforce your boundaries on just seeing like and learning about yourself. You're on your early 20s and stuff, learning about yourself and learning about the type of people that you want to date and the type of people that you want to be around and the type of character traits that you like and you don't like. And I feel like it's just a really good learning experience, you know. And I feel like you don't have to settle down at a certain age, and you don't have to like buy into the fear mongering stuff that says you have to either, you know. Like I feel like the whole Lori Harvey situation, it's mainly Black women that were upset with her, or Black men, but like the other races do that all the time, like, and no one cares, no one bats the eye. I feel like it's because we're just not taught to do that. But I feel like for me, for instance, I want to make sure that whoever I marry, it's because I'm the woman of his dreams, not because he settled, not because I settled, but literally because I'm your soulmate, like for real, for real. Like, I feel like if a man tries you and tries to Netflix and chill instead of just making an actual date, planning and arranging an actual date, you know where you stand. That's how I feel like women need to move. You know where you stand. Goodbye, you're out. Next tip is how toxic hookup culture is. And if you don't agree, I honestly don't care. It's just my thoughts and opinions, but like I really think it's toxic as hell. It's just literally in your face. I feel like dating apps like Tinder, etc., they're just extensions of it. It's like literally like Instacart for sex. Literally, that's what it is. It's like hookup culture is so like in your face every day. And it's like when you're celibate, you realize like it's in the music you watch, it's in the ads, it's in social media, straight up and down your timeline. Nowadays, it's like it's very apparent in our society that sex sells. And I feel like it's the main reason why a lot of, I'm just saying, I think a lot of men are like very much accustomed to getting what they want, getting sex, getting, you know, pictures and shit. So they feel entitled to talk to certain women, or not even certain women, but to all women in some type of way, form, or fashion that's disrespectful. But because it flew with the next girl allowed them to talk to them like that, or gave in easily, or like one night stand type shit. They think it's okay to talk to all women like that, or they're very desensitized to women. It's like they don't even talk to them like objects. Like I feel like you realize that a lot when you're celibate and you're actually taking the time to get to know someone for real. You kind of see how they treat women and how they talk about women, how they describe women, and it's kind of just like, do you think I'm an object? Like it just is very apparent in how fucked up I think hookup culture has our society. It has us in a chokehold. And I think it kind of goes into I don't know if y'all be seeing like the content on like social media about how like certain men, like they will buy their homeboy a drink before they buy a girl a drink, or they will literally basically be dick riding their homeboys before they do anything for a girl, except if it's like sexually related. If it is, then they go out of this world to get some pussy. But after that, it's like they're gay. And I personally feel like hookup culture is partly to blame for this like influx and this upbringing of men like this in this generation. It's kind of disgusting, to be honest. So don't give in to that. Don't give in to that. And this next tip is going to be that I think you can build like a deeper understanding of what you want your next partner to be like, quality trait rise, which I also feel like dating casually helps with a lot too, because you see certain character traits in different men that you're like, okay, I would love if, like, you know, my future like partner that I actually get in a committed relationship has this, or like you can be dating a man and be like, oh, I kind of don't like how he acts like this. I kind of don't like how he handles things when he gets mad, or I kind of don't like how he doesn't celebrate certain things that I want to celebrate. Being able to like be real with yourself and seeing what things are deal breakers for you, if you really do think this person is worth working with, or do you want to walk away and find something better. So I feel like being able to communicate that with them as well, being like, do you think you could work on this, or is there anything that I can work on, type of thing. But I think that's only if you're really wanting to actually be in a committed relationship with that person. Those discussions should be had. But I feel like being in your single season and being able to date more casually, you're able to find those character traits more faster than just being in committed relationships and waiting until like fights and drama happen, when you can just see it for yourself and be real with yourself. Another thing on my list is realizing that it is okay to be by yourself. I feel like, well, especially for me, basically I'm gonna say pre-evolved yogans. I feel like younger me, especially when I was in those relationships, I was very much like, I need to be by my man, I need to be by my friends, I need to be by even my toxic people that were close to me at the time, just because I felt like I needed another human being in my life. It doesn't matter, I just need to always constantly be with someone. I used to be depressed when I was by myself. But I feel like being in my single season, being able to work on myself throughout this past year, I love being by myself. I love being in a space by myself. I love going out. I could take myself out to eat by myself. I can go shopping by myself. I can go get my nails and stuff done by myself. These are things that I used to never want to do. I used to feel lonely. I used to feel sad to do those things alone. But yeah, I feel like it's quite peaceful and like underrated, really, to be by yourself and do things by yourself. Doesn't mean that you're lonely. It just means that you have that inner peace within, where you're in your own solitude and it doesn't really feel like you're missing anything. I feel like being able to come to that point, especially because like for me, I know in the future I'm gonna be married, and I feel like it's important now to soak up all of the single like solitude, like happiness, before I have to like pour myself into someone for the rest of my life. And the last one is going to be learn to pour love into yourself. And this probably ties into more like the celibacy journey, but why, ask yourself if you do think it's an issue for you. If you don't, then whatever. Ask yourself, why do you think you're looking for sex, or like hooking up with different people? Are you doing it in the guise of like looking for love in the wrong places, or is it like you yearn for affection but you're just not getting it? But I feel like being able to be real with yourself and figuring out what are you lacking and why do you try to find it within these people that don't really deserve to hold a place in your life, you know what I'm saying? And being able to be real with yourself and figuring out what you need to do in order to fix it, heal it, or being able to get those sources in a more healthier way. So definitely just being able to pour love back into yourself and figuring out what you need to do in order to become a better you. So that is all the 10 things that I've learned from being single and celibate for over a year now, and I hope that has helped some of you lovely ladies out there. And I'm gonna try to film more content, I'm gonna try to do more sit-down videos like this, or more fashion hauls, etc., and stuff like that. So I hope you guys stay tuned. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Go to the sunrise, turn out the sunrise.